Okay, you have $60,000 in your retirement fund. It's earning 5.5% per year. It's compounded quarterly. So our first question asks, how many dollars in withdrawals per month would reduce this nest egg to 0 in 20 years? So let me show you how we can estimate that using Excel's various time value of money functions. All right, so we've got present value at 60,000. Now the number of periods in years is 20. The interest rate is annual at 5.5%. And we want to bring the future value to 0. So we can calculate this with Excel's payment function. So what you would do is type equal PMT, hit the left paren. Now I'm going to bring this up here for you and walk you through it. Now you can see this on your screen. So the rate is actually given in cell E8, right? Let me get that right for you. It's E8, and I'm dividing it by 4. So what's in cell E8? Let's go point to this. E8 is the interest rate, 5.5, and that's on an annual basis. But if it's compounded quarterly, we have to break that into a quarterly basis. So I'm going to divide by 4. Now, let me call it up so you can see what I'm doing. I take E8 and I divide it by 4. Okay, then to get the number of periods, I'll remove this and show you. We go to E7, 20, but there really aren't 20 periods. There's 20 periods times 4 for each quarter in a year. So that brings that number to 80, E7 times 4. All right, now the present value is 60,000. That's given right there. And the future value goes to 0. Now, if I hit enter, the answer comes back as $1241.30. That's what your monthly payment. It shows it as a negative because Excel's time value of money functions teach or present that as inflows are positive and outflows are negative. But we need this on a monthly basis. So to come up with a reasonable close estimate, we can just take that whole function and divide it by 3. Okay? You can see right here is where I'm doing it. I'm just taking whatever we had as the payment divided by 3. And I come up with approximately $413.77. Now, if you wanted to use Exhibit 7, which is provided from the Committee on Aging, move this out of the way for a minute, from the House of Representatives, what you would do is you would say 20 years where it crosses 60,000, and they came up with 408, which is very close to our 404.13. So this is a close approximation of what you would use if you wanted to use the Select Committees on Aging schedule. Now, B says how many dollars can you withdraw if you didn't want to dip into the nest egg. So you still want 60,000 to remain at the end. Format that for us. Okay. So now we've got a present value. All of these are exactly the same, except the future value is now negative 60,000, meaning we have access to the funds now, but we will not have access at the end. We don't want to touch the nest egg. It's like we're not allowing ourselves to get that money, so we treat it as a cash outflow. All right. So now when we pull the whole formulas together, let me put the whole formula together. Call this up. Okay, I'm doing the exact same calculations. All right, I come up with negative 825, but that would be a quarterly payment. So I've got to divide that by 3 to come up with a monthly payment, since there's 3 months in a quarter. And I come up with an estimate of $275. And again, using the Select Committee on Aging, if I slide this over, I'm going to have to move this over here so you can see this. Okay, now I just shrunk that image so that you can see all of it because we need the column to the far right. Here, see what it says? It says you can withdraw this much each month and leave the nest egg intact, and it's 276. We came up with 275. So again, the Excel payment function gives you a close approximation for what that monthly payment would be. Okay, hope you found this helpful.